All right, all right. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the chat box. Also, let me know where you guys are tuning in from so we can start our second session of the week. Perfect. Yes, amazing. I see Germany is in the building. Austria, of course. Good morning, good morning. Belgium, of course. Holland. Goedemorgen, goedemorgen. All right, all right. Loud and clear, amazing. Copenhagen, amazing. Love it. Let me check that charts in a few moments. The gym, I love it. I saw you were going hard. Let's go, let's go. Okay, amazing. Let's start this session. But before we start, it's already a few sessions ago that we did our little morning habit, and let's do it again. All right, I will keep doing it because I will keep recommending it because it's just an amazing way to start your day, and it is pretty simple. Just being grateful with what you're already having in life. Okay, so it can be the most simple thing. It can be being grateful that you can go to the gym, being grateful for morning coffee, being grateful for the people around you, being grateful for another 24 hours on this beautiful planet, being grateful with the opportunity we have in the forex markets, and so much more. So let me know in the chat box, why are you grateful on this beautiful morning, and then we can start off our session. Okay, um, if this is the first time you hear me saying this, I've started this gratitude exercise like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and since that point, I can't help it, but waking up in the morning is way more positive than in the past. In the past, I had to really pull myself out of the bed, and right now I'm ready. I want to jump it out of my bed. I want to create new opportunities. I want to help other people just by doing this small habit. All right, so test it for yourself. Do it for at least like 1 month and see the difference how you will feel every single morning. Okay, I see already some gratitude messages coming in for new 24 hours, for my spirit, my average of 5, my mentors, there we go, for my family that is healthy, supporting, and also this great opportunity, another day of trust in myself. Let's go. My morning espresso, another day. Grateful for my coffee, your sessions, my son. I love it. I love it. Okay, amazing. Let's dive straight into the charts right now and see what happened yesterday with the price traps we had. Okay, let me first delete all my alerts. Remove all. There we go. So we have clean charts, so we can make sure everything is structured together. Okay, so good. Let's check. What do we see here? NZD USD broke out, never came back for the retest. And like you guys know, this is our second rule. If we're looking at our price traps, is the retest. All right. So if you do not get a retest, don't force yourself into the markets. Just let the market run. Exactly the same thing for AUD USD. We broke out, we never came back for the retest. So it's pretty simple. If we don't come back for the retest, we let the market run and do his thing. All right. So, but I'm very happy to see the markets really getting in a movement right now. We have seen, like in the beginning of January, on most of the pairs, a massive consolidation moment, and we finally get some movement in the charts. That's good news. All right, good news for the price trappers, for everyone who is trading right now. Catch yesterday, AUD CHF, GA, AUD JPY, and AUD Canadian. Yes, sir. We will go over everything. Let me first check because you sent it out in charts, so I'm curious. Look at that. Come on. Whew. Chish. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good. I will go over that in a moment. Just have some patience so I can cover everything here. Okay. So then we had Euro Canadian. I was only interested to follow up on the trending direction we have seen for the last couple of days. It wasn't really the most clean and the most volatile trending direction we have seen, but we were creating higher lows. So I was personally only looking to take the market to the upside. We never broke out. So what I'm going to do right now is just delete the chart. Maybe I will come back on this one. But for yesterday, we couldn't do anything. Okay. So first one, let's go over ADJPY, what happened here, all right? Because here, of course, we had a retest and we had an opportunity to react on that. We trapped the market when the market was like almost getting back for a second retest here. And then when we got back for that second retest, we did get some price action, all right? So if you reacted on ADJPY and you catch the stop loss, no worries. There were multiple moments to really react on that with 1 hour engulfings, 30-minute time frame engulfings, 50-minute time frame engulfings, 50-minute time frame evening stars. So yeah, the opportunity was there. So if you're like asking yourself like, how did I catch a stop loss on this one? Sometimes you don't need to know exactly how or why. All right. Sometimes the price trap is built on a certain win ratio, and you cannot build a win ratio without losses. All right. So this was one of the losses that was in between. Okay, we had different opportunities over there. We had different price action points. Everything was in place. Every confirmation was there. So if you are or if you reacted on ADJPY and you catch the stop loss, don't worry too much about it. It's just one of the stop losses that is building your win ratio. Okay, so good. That's for ADJPY. If we move on, we also have seen that gold made a beautiful breakout retest and started dropping pretty hard. Okay, so what have we seen? Market breaks out. Then at 2 o'clock, 2:30, we had the Canadian CPY, like I said yesterday, I warned you guys about that news event. It was pretty okay, in my opinion. It was not the biggest movements we are used to from CPYs, but we did have some wicks and yeah, nasty movements there. Okay, so that's what we see here. After that, there was no news anymore, so we could start looking for price action. Okay, so what have we seen? 1 hour was rejecting, 30-minute time frame was also showing you an engulfing candle at this point, and the 50-minute time frame was also showing you that engulfing candle, and here also. So there was some opportunities here to react on gold if you had this 50-minute evening star, or if you react on this 50-minute evening star, multiple reactions possible. Okay. If you react on one of them, maybe it's the latest entry, you should be around like a 75 pip stop. But I never react on these kind of big stop losses if the structure do not allows me. What do I mean with that? So if we have, for example, a 75 pip stop right over here, for example, then I want to see structure or zones where the market can potentially go to that is at least a 1-on-2 risk to reward. And that's exactly what happened here with gold, because we had a 1,500 target as a 1-on-2. And like you can see, this was hit definitely, all right? Especially if you see certain zones. For the people who do not know what supply and demand zones look like, this is exactly how a demand looks like, all right? A drop, base, rally. Okay, so here was a good zone to see the market come back to. All right, maybe these highs or here these lows. So this is a beautiful zone to look at. If you then take a look where the market went to, look at that. All right, beautiful opportunity with gold. Okay, so that's for gold. Let's move on, because we had a lot of opportunity, a bunch of opportunities. Like I said yesterday, I was already seeing it. We saw breakouts from the highs. It's amazing. All right. Market broke out here on Euro AUD, came back for the retest around the news. Like you can see, it is a Euro AUD pair. We haven't seen a lot of impact because it was a Canadian news. Okay. What have we seen here? Market first created a doji on the 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame was creating, like, yeah, you can call the spinning bottom, triple doji, call it what you want. This is just telling me that the market wants to go up. Okay, 50-minute time frame, we had that tweezer bottom here, and then market reacting pretty strong to the upside. If we mix multiple time frames, like the 1 hour was the cleanest morning, even morning star, excuse me, that we can see here. And if we go lower in time frames, we didn't really have the most beautiful price action where we can place our fips on. If you were doubting because we didn't have that clean engulfing candle, or we didn't really had an opportunity to place our fip on one of the candlestick patterns, sometimes it's just better to stay out of it. All right, that's also what my rules say is, when in doubt, get out. All right, so personally, I was doubting about this idea, so I left it alone. I wasn't fully convinced about the price action because we didn't have these clean engulfing candles. We didn't have um, um, a clean candlestick pattern where we can place our fips. Okay, if you reacted on one of these candles, congratulations, because look at that. Market is moving pretty strong for almost 120 pips into profit. All right, I think it's around the 25 pip stop, 25 pip stop. So yeah, another beautiful price trap here. Next one is Euro NZD. We were at Euro NZD around this point, like market was rejecting pretty strong. And I told you guys, like, I see the market going a little lower before we start moving in the right direction. All right. So what have we seen? Market dipped into the demand zones, filling up the imbalances and so on. We see a tweezer, a spinning bottom, like creating a kind of morning star 2 times on the 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame was also rejecting pretty strong, and then we had the 50-minute time frame showing you this small engulfing candle over here. Okay, if you reacted already on this morning star on the 1 hour time frame, like you guys know, if your stop loss gets hit and market structure is still respected, so we still are respecting lows, we can still find ourselves some opportunities. Okay, so Euro NZD here on this 50-minute time frame, together with that price action on the higher time frames, this was a beautiful, beautiful idea. Okay, so if you place your FIB here, there we go, you would have around 20 to 25 pips stop, and market is now running for more than 100 pips in profit. Come on, guys. One stop loss to get this in exchange, oh, I would catch stop loss with fun. All right, and that's the thing you really want to create. That's the mindset you really want to create. All right, like if you have one of these stop losses, I'm happy with it because I'm closer to these kind of ideas. All right, good. And if you even go further into Euro NZD, you see the market creating new highs. You see the market breaking out again, and then during the night we had a retest. The market is shooting up again. So we are basically just following up on the break on the uptrending market here with 50-minute morning stars, 30-minute morning stars, and 1 hour time frame didn't really show us a lot. But that's a beautiful example that 2 out of 3 of the time frames is good to follow up on that. All right, so we had 30 and 50 minutes that shooted up and showed us another opportunity with Euro NZD. Of course, I was asleep. What time was this? Yeah, I went to bed like 1 o'clock, something like that. So I totally missed out on the second retest, of course. Okay, but I just wanted to show you the example. As long as we are breaking the highs, as long as we are following up on structure, we can still react. Okay. Um, we had multiple opportunities. Personally, of course, I have the rule for myself that I do not react on 2 or 3 price traps at the same time, because otherwise I'm risking way too much at the same time. All right, and not everyone can really handle the fact that if the markets go against you with all the trades you took, you got to know, if you're risking 1%, you're losing 3% at that point. Is this something you can handle, or is this something that will pull the trigger and for you, for your emotions, for your thought process, and start making poor decisions? All right, so you gotta learn to know yourself, how you act and react in the charts. I know for myself, if I have 3 trades in a row that go straight to stop loss, it's still okay. I can still live with that, but it can go much further than that, or I start, yeah, getting annoyed. All right, and the moment I feel annoyed, I step away from the charts. All right, you got to know yourself. All right, good. Then we had GA came back for that retest beautifully after the session with a massive rejection. We see some 1 hour time frame engulfing / morning stars, 30-minute time frame engulfing candles / tweezer bottoms or spinning bottoms. You can call it what you want. 50-minute engulfings, massive rejection candles. We had so many different price action over here, but this is one I personally left alone because this was a way too big stop, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we had a 40 pip stop loss. I personally don't really like 40 pips. The biggest stop loss I personally go for is 25 pips. All right. So if you did it with a 40 pip, of course, if structure allows you to have an 80 pip take profit, at least one or two risk to reward. So for that, of course, you will have to look into the past. That's good. But at this point, look at that. Market is flying. Almost 173 pips in profit with this just easy and simple way of looking at the charts. Highs and lows, guys. Highs and lows. That's it. Nothing more. Good. Then we had AD Canadian. Next one. Look at that. Come on. It was an insane day yesterday. If you reacted on multiple ideas and these multiple retests, you should be done already for the week. All right. If you hit it your weekly goal, and you're still like waking up today, like I want to trade, do it on a demo account or risk like 1/10 of what you're risking normally. All right. So you don't mess up your profits for the week. This is a big mistake I also made in the past is keep on trading and yeah, messing up the profits I already made. Okay. Yeah, I will go over AD Canadian at this point. All right. So let's go over this. What have we seen? Market broke out. We were around this point during my session. We came back in the zone just after the session, and market rejected immediately with an engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, 30-minute time frame was also engulfing massively, and then the 50-minute time frame, same exact thing. Market rejected and engulfed beautifully. All right, it depends a little bit on your broker if your entry got triggered, yes or no. And like you can see, you could go for a 20 pip stop, or you could go for a 25 pip stop. I personally went for the 20 pip because I had the vision with this one. If market gets above this high, we are like changing in direction. Okay, so it couldn't go further than that. And that's why I personally go for 20 pips. Okay, then market went all the way back now at almost 70 pips in profit. That's more than a 1 on 3 risk to reward. Once again, you gotta love Pricetrap. Very basic knowledge. Nothing too complicated. I'm working on some things behind the scenes. I'm backtesting some new entry ways with Pricetrap to make it even more passive, to make it even more simple, and maybe to make it why to make it simple, because I've seen a lot of people struggle with candlestick patterns, and I understand because it's a kind of language you need to learn again. And that's something I want to get rid of so people can really join in, follow the sessions for like 1 month, something like that, and really know what to do without really learning the language of the candlestick patterns. Of course, it's always good to know it. It's always good how market is reacting and that kind of stuff. But yeah, just create some more opportunities and more ways of reacting on the price traps for everyone. Okay, good. Let's keep it moving. We are almost there. NZD JPY. This was another opportunity where you could potentially catch a stop loss here. But let me first see the question in the chat box. How big is your max stop loss on gold? Shouldn't it be the double size of forex pairs? Sometimes I see it's better to take 30 to 50 pip stop loss. Yeah, with gold, to be honest, I even go to 100 pips, because sometimes you will see, yeah, I know, I see the look on your face, but I know it's pretty big, but for gold, it's okay. You know, gold can move 200 pips very quickly. All right. And that's the reason why I even go to 100 pips, especially if your structure allows you to. This is the thing you want to remember yourself every single time you're trading gold. Structure. All right. So for example, we have this retest over here. You see the structure where we want to go is at least filling up the imbalance over here. And this is already 260 pips. All right. And if we look at the move that market did, this is a 260 pip move. All right. So you see that structure is really like yeah, it's too beautiful, to be honest. And we have 250 pip take profit, then you know like a 100 pip is no problem because we have a 1 on 2 risk to reward. Okay. But of course, I prefer a 30 to 50 pip stop, of course, because then you get these high risk to rewards, especially if you let your twin trade run. Okay, good. So NJ, let me close off on this one. Personally, I took a stop loss on this one. We did had some good price action. I was really waiting for the market to get back to these supply zones. And once we were back at these supply zones, I was convinced and I reacted. Okay, so 1 hour time frame was creating dojis. 30-minute time frame was creating um, inverted hammers, or yeah, you can call it what you want. 50-minute time frames, we had engulfing candles. You had so many different opportunities over here to react on NJ, but market just didn't go in that direction. Again, if you look at what we had right now, I'm not sure. We had like 4 take profits, 5 take profits, and 2 stop losses. This is a good win rate, right? Remember, if you're reacting with a 1-on-3 risk to reward, you only need 40% win rate. 40, guys. So 4 out of 10 of your trades can go in the right direction, and you can take 6 stop losses and still be profitable. That's why I love the risk management game, because it's taking away a lot of pressure in your trading. Okay, so if you have a tight risk management plan and you know exactly what kind of risk to reward you want to use and that kind of stuff, it's just like a calm way of being in the charts. All right, price trap army for the win. Yes sir, yes sir, of course. And still people try to say me that support and resistance doesn't exist. Too funny, right? All right, good. From how many pips you take your break even? For me personally, it's 20 pip. All right, I always have the 20 pip rule. If the market goes 20 pips in profit, I go risk free. That's it. All right, very easy, very simple. Good. Then we have GN. Market broke out, came back to the retest. We did have some price action up front, but this is one of the nasty retests. Let me call it like that, because we never really had the price action that we like to see. All right. Of course, you could say like, yeah, but here we got rejections, we got engulfing candles. True, true. But look at the time. All right, that's in between the 11 and 12 moment of the spread hour. And I personally just don't like to react while spread is happening. I think this makes sense. If you have spreads over 20 pips, 15 pips, 30 pips, it's obvious that you don't want to react on these kind of ideas. Okay, so good. That's it. These are the price traps. We had a very successful day with the price traps, with the market. And I just love to see that the market is finally moving. Who's happy to see the market finally moving? Let me know in the chat box. Of course, of course. Look at that. Look at that. Finally, finally. Good. When I wait for the 30-minute comfy after the 50-minute works, I have the problem with the FIP. I cannot put it on the 50-minute because the 30-minute isn't finished. But when I take my 30-minute, market never triggers my entry. This is I saw this question. I don't know if you were the person who asked it in the YouTube channel also. And the thing is, if you have, for example, price action showing you that the market wants to go in the direction of the breakout, only on a 50-minute candle, I'm personally always waiting on a 30-minute to confirm the direction. All right, so 2 out of 3 of the time frames need to be in place. Okay, now if market, for example, already created some price action, dojis, hammers, spinning tops, tweezer tops, I don't know, candlestick patterns, and after that you have a 50-minute engulfing. So no engulfings, nothing where you can react on before. All right, but we already see the market like rejecting massively from the zone, and then you get a 50-minute engulfing without a 30, without the 1 hour time frame. You can react on your 15-minute. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If you have only a 50-minute time frame that engulfs or show you price action, I'm personally waiting for the 30-minute. If we already had price action before that, of course we can already react. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope this is clear for you. Good. We already are at 9. The London session is kicking in, is fully kicking in. So let's see what kind of opportunities we have for today. Of course, we had the pound CPY. That's why the market is pumping pretty strong on the pound pairs, like you can see. Also today, later today, we do have the core retail sales. Not really the biggest event, not expecting the biggest movements. It will be a little bit like we have seen yesterday with the Canadian CPYs. So it's a pretty good day if we're looking at news. All right. And talking about news, I'm also preparing something very big. Because one of my partners, let me say it like that, one of my good friends, is really a beast in fundamentals. Let me say it like that, and there is maybe like a fundamental session on the way, so you guys maybe can receive some in-depth knowledge, like why are fundamentals important and how can you see what kind of movements or what kind of long-term um, uh, directions it can give you. All right, so if you would love this, if you're excited for this, to learn a little bit more about fundamentals, let me know in the chat box, and I will fix a session pretty soon. Okay, good. I will go over. Sure, amazing, amazing. I've had these questions in the past, and I always answered very honest. I'm not a fundamental guy. I don't like fundamentals. It's boring. So I stay away from fundamentals, and I don't care about fundamentals. But of course, it's always nice to have some background information and to know exactly why these CPYs are so important and these kind of things. All right. Good. Let me go through the charts right now if we have some opportunities, yes or no. Does someone already have some price action for some price charts for today? Let me know in the chat box if you're looking at a certain pair that you're interested in. I do have interest in Euro and the D. There we go. You will get updates through the channel. Once I'm really going, or I'm planning in the session. So just keep an eye out in the Telegram channel, and you will see it passing by sooner or later. USD Canadian, Euro USD, AJ, KJPY, Euro. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Euro USD is looking pretty good. Or we will be looking to see the market following up on this downtrending movement, or we can start looking for some retracements. Let me take this high here. This is the high that will confirm if the market will turn around for the retracements. There we go. GU, I'm staying away from that one. GA, I'm gonna wait till the market shows me some more information. Nope, nope, nothing to see here. Yeah, if we can get a retest in here, let me first check. Nah, nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't want to force too much also. Yeah, with GN it's looking way better. GJ looked a little bit the same, but mhm. Let's see if we can get back to have that retest. There we go. Mhm. Yeah, GJ, I'm doubting a bit about this one. So, if I'm in doubt, I get out. All right, I stay away from that short. All right. This is a very simple rule I'm always following up for myself, and it helped me a lot. So, okay, UCAT is looking pretty good. Let's see if we can get the retest in for today. Um, always follow what you like the most in the charts. Like for example, if you don't like NZD, if you don't like CHF, yeah, just um, leave them alone, leave them aside. Same thing for me, like with the CHF pairs. I just don't like to trade CHF. I don't like the price action. I don't like how they move. But I see a lot of people always reacting on price traps on the CHF. Um, but I personally don't really have the FOMO type. Um, yeah, I just don't have these FOMO like you have. So what can you do about it? To be honest, NZD, I don't know why you shouldn't do it. NZD can move pretty strong and very beautiful with breakouts retests. CHF, I understand you. I don't like CHF also. But you always got to follow your own path, all right? Don't look too much to the sides. So if you are profitable and if you are winning in that way, stay like it is, all right? Don't change your winning strategy. Don't change your winning way of being in the charts. If you notice from yourself that these opportunity on NZD pairs or CHF pairs, that you just always take stop losses or you just don't like how it's moving, stay away from it, all right? But if you are backtesting it and you're like kind of like, these are pretty good charts, it's 100% your own decision what you want to trade, right? Personally, for the Euro USD, I see the question, so I'm pretty sure where you put your resistance zone. I want to see this high getting broken before um, I really think the market will turn around. All right, this high, it's created during Asian session, and you always gotta know like Euro USD, the highs in the New York are way stronger than those in Asians. All right, with pleasure, with pleasure. All right, good. So I'm gonna keep it with that. Not a lot of price traps. 80 Canadian was also playing a little bit with my mind, but no, I'm gonna stay away from it. Um, no, that's it. I don't wanna force too much. Also, the market is finally moving. Now we just need to wait till the market really creates the price action that we like to react on, that we like to see. But at this point, this will be it for today. All right, we have GN where we are waiting for the retest if the market will come back for the retest. We have USD Canadian also waiting for that retest, and then of course Euro NZD and Euro USD. Okay, Euro NZD also waiting for that retest. Let me first check golds. No, I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so 4 price traps for today, not a lot, but after a day like yesterday, we don't need a lot. All right. Um, um, so yeah, that will be it for today. Good question. After how many pips after a breakout is the trap no longer valid? For me personally, it doesn't really matter how much or how far it breaks out, as long as we just follow up on the market structure. If we are looking at trending charts, all right, that's an important part here. So it doesn't matter how far the breakout is if we are following up on the trend. If we are going against the trend, so if we're counter trend trading, then I'm going to focus myself on the structure. So for example, with gold, nah, it's not really the best example. Let me look. All right. So for example, we are definitely uptrending at this point. All right. We see the market breaking the high, getting back for the retest. Okay. In this little movement, we also see a breakout retest to the downside. So with this breakout retest, this breakout retest would become, wow, would become invalid the moment we are already at demand zones that I want to see get hit. All right. I hope this makes sense. In a trending market, it doesn't really matter how far we break out because we simply follow up on the trending markets. But if we go counter trend, we know, like, for example, we are now in uptrending markets. We want to see a pullback back into this zone to then follow up on this uptrending market. So if we have a price trap right over here with the high and the low, and market breaks out and takes already the demand that you want to see get hit, it's better to stay away from it. All right, because your structure, your targets are already hit. Okay. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this answers your question. Okay. Yeah, Euro Canadian. You could hold Euro Canadian for the next breakout retest. This can take a while. It's indeed a pretty good chart. We simply followed up on our trending market here. So you could still go for the breakout retest to the upside. But I'm personally just staying away from it. I'm gonna give the market time to create good structure, to create clean structure, and then we can work with that from that point on. Okay. Good. How long did it take for you to get ultra confident in the markets? The moment I really the moments I got confident in the charts is the moment I understood that it's not about the skill. It's all about how good do you know yourself. That's a little bit how where my confidence went through the roof. Is that if I started like journaling, if I started reading the books, and really like seeing the change, from 100% technical and don't believing that mindset is something in trading to almost 90% mindset and 10% trading. All right. So I saw the change in my journal. I saw the change in my trading log that I was making better decisions, that I was avoiding my own poor decision making. Let me say it like that. Um, that's the moment I really start to build confidence. All right. Not necessarily the profits, but the growth I was going through. And that's why we always need to journal and reflect on that journal to see from where you're coming from. If I see what I did years ago, I'm laughing out loud. Really. I'm like, whoa, what I've been done is insane. Um, and what I'm doing today is just amazing because I've been through such a big growth moment. Do you journal in Excel, Telegram, or physical book, an app, or Word? Um, I journal or I have a trading log on my computer, so the Excel file where I put my technicals, where I put my charts, and then of course I have a physical book where I journal, just pen and paper, because that's the best way to really pour out everything what was in your head. All right. I also made like a small book for myself with different questions on it. I had a session in the past about this. It's all coming back, no worries. But it's these simple questions like, why did I enter the charts? What are my errors? What are my improvements? And all these kind of things. That these are like questions that I ask myself to keep it moving a little easier, because it's pretty hard if you lay down an empty piece of paper in front of you and then tell yourself like, start writing down. You're like, well, oh, I went to the gym today. I don't know what to write down, So just find yourself some good questions that triggers your thoughts, that triggers what you were thinking the moment you were trading, and you will see how strong of an effect it will have in your trading journey. Okay. AD Canadian. You could see or look for breakout retest at this point. I'm personally not convinced about this chart. I just want to do or leave the market a little bit, let the market create some structure here, and then come back on this chart to see if we have some better price traps for tomorrow. What do you say about NZD Canadian? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this one. I'm going. Yeah, you could trap this. It's pretty good structure, like this low. Let me see what this high is telling me here. Oof, yeah. It's a pretty good one. Gotta be honest. I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. Okay, one more. 5 price for today. I went over this, but maybe I went a little too fast. Could you do maybe evening session on this, journaling, positive mindset, growth, etc.? Yeah, maybe that's a possibility. I will see what I can do. The first thing I really want to focus on, that maybe next week, maybe the week after. I really want to bring that fundamental session in, because even if you're not really um, trading fundamentals, it's always good to have some background knowledge. So that's the first thing I really want to bring forward, and then we can see to do indeed maybe an evening session where I talk about mindset, journaling, growth, um, things that I do on a daily basis to keep my yeah, to keep learning and to keep a good mindset. Okay, so I will see what I can do. Okay, good. Let me see what the crypto charts has been doing. Consolidation. I was expecting a little bit of consolidation, of course. Um, weekly time frame is right. Let's see if we can get back to that zone. It's exactly the same analysis like yesterday. So if you missed this yesterday, just go to my YouTube. On my YouTube channel, you will find a recording with the explanation of Bitcoin and what I'm expecting in the upcoming days/weeks. Okay, um, and that will be it for today, guys. All right. So one more time, we have Euro USD with a pretty simple and clean price trap. We have NZD Canadian, USD Canadian, GBP NZD, and then Euro NZD. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I want to wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Make sure to grow every single day 1%, guys. All right, that's also my focus. A lot of people focus too much on doing so much at one moment. They think they will only grow through doing 8 hours of work or something like that. That's not the way. All right, I always say that small steps leads to big results. So just focus on these small steps every single day. Reading a book, going to the gym, watching a session, back testing for 30 minutes. It's not a lot of work. All right, what I just said is done in 3 hours or something like that. All right. Dankeschön. Anthony must learn German. It's a difficult language. We are so grateful that you're doing that, Anthony. My 3 most important meetings in the week. Let's go, let's go. I'm just grateful that I can share this. I'm grateful that we have this community. Um, it's just amazing seeing the results, seeing you guys every single morning, seeing Christoph sweating his ass out on the treadmill. Let's go, bro! You're doing a great job. It's amazing how everyone is growing. Not only trading part, also the books, also the workouts. It's amazing. All right. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for the energy on a daily basis, and we see each other back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. For another price trap session. See you very soon again. Ciao, ciao, guys.